Logical operators are very useful because they allow you to take a decision based on two or multiple conditions. So let's say if a bank wants to know whether a person is eligible for loan or not, then they will want to check two conditions. First of all, the age of the person should be more than 18 years. So that is one condition. Second condition is that the person's income must be at a certain level or higher than some value in a given financial year. So now these two information combined based on these two values, bank will take a decision. So logical operators helps you evaluate two conditions and then decides whether the person is eligible for loan or not. Okay. So let's see how does it work. We are going to see that in Python. So what I will do, I will just delete this, or let's now write three logical operators. What are those? And, or, not. These are the three operators. So let's look at all three one by one. First, we'll talk about AND operator. AND operator says that if the conditions which are given to me both are true, then only it returns true. So for example, if you are saying 5 is greater than 4, okay, so 5 is greater than 4, yes, and 4 is less than 5. So I am giving two conditions here. So now if I have to evaluate what will happen, 5 greater than 4 will become true and 4 less than 5 will become true. And finally, the role of logical operator AND will come into picture. Now AND will look at the value at left hand side, then the value at the right hand side, and if finds any false, then it will return false. But it finds what? True. Hence the output is going to be true. I hope it makes sense. Let's now press enter and see what's the output. True. Good. Now let's make one condition false. So I am saying it's no longer 4 less than 5. I am checking 4 is greater than 5. Now what happens? This is false and this is true. Now AND will check for any false. If there is even one false, it will say the output is false. And it makes sense. Like a bank wants to take decision on both conditions. If age is greater than 18 and the income is above some number, then only it want to give loan. So if any of this condition is true or false, then it will not give the loan. Perfect. Let's now see it. False. Nice. Let's now see, let's now make both false. So how about 5 less than 4 and 4 greater than 5? Now both of these conditions are false. So AND will result in false. So I hope you got the point that if one false is found, AND will return false. And you can write it directly. You can simply say true and false. Output is false. Or you can write false and true. Output is going to be false, isn't it? Only if both operands are true, then only it will give true outcome. So I hope AND operator is clear. Now let's talk about OR operator. OR says if any of this condition is true, then it will result true. Only if both conditions are false, then only OR will result in false. Let's see. So on the left hand side, I am saying 4 is less than 5. It is a true thing, correct? 4 is less than 5. And on the right hand side, I am saying 5 is greater than 4. So both conditions are true. Output is going to be true, obviously. What if I make any one condition false? Then one condition is true, hence the output is going to be true. What if I make both conditions false? So 5 greater than 5 is false, 4 greater than 5 is false, 5 less than 4 is false. Both conditions are false, hence it will return in false. So I hope you understood OR as well. Let's now, and you can write it directly also. So here I can say whether it's false or true, the output is going to be true, correct? Because one true is there. Perfect. Let's now talk about the third one, which is known as NOT operator. NOT operator is a unary operator. That means it works only on one operand. If I try to write like this, 4 less than 4, 5 less than 4, not 6 greater than 5, then there's going to be an error. The error is that this doesn't work that way. Okay, you can't write it like this. So how will I do this? NOT is a unary operator, so it will work only on one operand. So I will say NOT 5 greater than 4. Now let's see how will it evaluate. It will say, okay, 5 greater than 4. First, this condition will be solved. So 5 greater than 4 is true, isn't it? Hence, now it will become not true. So not true means what? False. If something is not true, then means it's false. Let's now enter. Yeah, it's false. If I am going to say 5 is less than 4, then now this is true. Or no, this is false, isn't it? 5 is not less than 4. It is false. But I am adding a not in front of it. So not false. So if something is not false, then it is true. Perfect. Press enter and it is going to be true. So that is how AND or NOT works, and NOT can directly work with the true and false as well. See, if not true, returning false. If not false, it's returning true. Perfect. So I hope now you know about AND or NOT operators, which are known as logical operators. But at the same time, you must also know that these are also known as Boolean operators. Boolean operators are the operators that works on Boolean value. So here you can see that these AND or NOT, these all are working on the Boolean values only. So it was saying true and false, correct? So this was working only on Boolean operands, hence it is a Boolean operator. So these are known as Boolean operators as well as logical operator. NOT is a unary operator too. Okay, so you don't confuse with any of these. Okay. I hope you are able to see these things now. You understood what is the meaning of logical operator and what is the meaning of Boolean operator. You should be now able to use AND or NOT in your programs. I'll see you in my next video now. Thank you very much.